So one question I think, Tan, that most of us naturally have is how long until I actually get my return on investment?
Okay, so with the ABN system we've built, we really try to optimize for ease of use, reducing the risk factor as much as possible while maximizing the upside potential. That's what we did by design. So let me walk you through. So first of all, most people like starting small. No one is throwing their entire net worth into crypto right off the bat. So we begin with a controlled test. We build what we call an all-weather portfolio. This is tailored to every member's risk profile. So whether you're conservative or aggressive, you can create the right allocation of assets based on that.
And what kind of assets are we talking about?
So we typically start with stablecoins, assets that are pegged to the US dollar and generate passive yield. That way, your first experience in the system is safe, predictable income. Then as profits start rolling in, we apply the same strategy with blue chip cryptos, the biggest ones, the most famous, that most people plan on holding anyway. We get yield, so getting a cut of the transaction fees. Once you've got confidence and initial results, we show you how to deploy your profits only into higher upside gems in the native markets. That can be risky, and that's why we use profits only. We always tell our members they should never put more than what they're comfortable with, and that's why they're always in control of their money. That's super important. They're just reinvesting the initial profit, so the wins only.
Okay, so that's how you take the risk off the table. So would you say it's more about momentum and compounding?
Exactly. So most members get their first passive income stream set up in less than 7 days.
And what kind of ROI are people actually seeing?
All right, so based on our data, because we looked, most members break even on their membership fee between 60 to 90 days. That's what we see. That's very common. Now, we've also had members, you probably know that, who doubled their portfolios in just 2 months simply by following the system and being consistent. Then I can tell you about many members who've generated more than 8 figures, literally. But these results aren't typical, and so I don't want to, discuss about that too much. Again, being very transparent, some didn't recoup their membership fee yet because life gets in the way and they couldn't follow through with what we teach, and that's very unfortunate. So yeah, you have to be engaged for sure, but again, that's also not typical, less than 5% of people.
I think that's really helpful to hear, especially for people who are looking to invest into the space. I guess, do you have any final thoughts for maybe someone who's unsure or on the fence about whether the results will actually come for them?
Look, whenever I am facing an important decision, I like to break things down from first order principles. So in my opinion, it comes down to really answering only 2 questions. First, do you believe that crypto as an asset class will grow? It has the potential to provide outsized returns when you compare it to stocks, bonds, real estate. That's the first question you need to answer. If you don't, then results won't come, because you need to have an opinion on where the world is headed. Otherwise, you simply won't stay engaged because your actions won't align with your core beliefs, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing our team can do about it. Second, if the answer is a yes and you believe in crypto, then the second question is, do you believe it's better to go on your own or with a community of 3,000 plus high profile members implementing a proven system, which is the ABN system? To answer this one, I would say conduct proper due diligence about the company, about the community. Listen to our members deeply, explaining the results and how they did it. Watch our YouTube videos and just gauge the depth of our experience in the space. Talk to our team, someone like you, to first see if you are invited in the mastermind. And if you are, it means that our team members think that you can do it, and they have been trained to identify people like that because we want to maintain our success rate. If they believe in you, now the only thing left is for you to believe in yourself, that you will apply this. You will take it seriously like we do.
Thank you for sharing that, Tan. I guess I can actually relate personally because when I first started out in crypto, I was a little bit skeptical too. And I think if you don't work on those beliefs to begin with, then you actually take them into the markets and make hesitant decisions. So once you actually believe in it and it makes sense to you, only then can you actually find a strategy or work with a team that can actually help you to get to the next level.
Right. And now that you work with your mentor at Decentralized Masters yourself, how's it going?
Really well, really well. I mean, I invested in crypto in 2021 for the first time, and I lost it all within 6 months because I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't have a strategy. And then when I actually got my mentor and implemented the strategy myself, I saw much better returns. So I know for me personally, I can speak of my own experience, and I speak to members about this as well when we enroll kind of new investors, that you kind of just have to believe in the process, as you said, and also believe in yourself, and the results will come eventually.
All right, cool.